Well, hello, it's Nick here, and in today's episode I want to talk a little bit about when is it the right time to ask for a referral. Now, this is always a bit of a sticky point for business owners, right? Should I ask in the beginning? Should I ask at the end? Shouldn't I ask at all? Am I gonna freak out people and all of that type of stuff? Does it feel like it's pushy? It's going to look weaker. There's all of these things that we think about as business owners that half of the times, to be honest, is just stuff in our head, right? So here's how I think about it. Now, if you listen to guys like, Tom Hopkins or, some of the greats, in sales, they usually tell you in the beginning, as soon as the sale's done is when you ask for a referral. And that's cool, but I think it needs to be kind of brought in. Now, I spoke a lot about a really elegant way that Jay Abraham does it, right? That's kind of the boss of bosses where it comes to that stuff. And I thought that was awesome, but it also didn't it positioned it kind of, to set up, but it didn't really tell us exactly where to do it. So here's what I think. My personal opinion is, a referral is really good after you've signed up the client, obviously, and delivered what you've done, or partly delivered what you've done, depending if you're, let's say, coaching like us, that's a 6 to 12 month process, or maybe you're just selling a product, right? So if it's a product, hey, it could be delivered, and then I think it's a really good opportunity. So if you've fulfilled on what you said that you're going to do, and the client is absolutely ecstatic because you've added value, it's a really good time to ask for a referral then. Now, I also like to think about it as a sequence, right? So what you're doing is you've signed up the client, you're building rapport with them, you've delivered on what you say that you're going to do, you've gone above and beyond, and now it's kind of, you've given, now it's time to ask in return, right? And most people that are going to be happy with your services and, they're right into it, they're really cool with, what you've been able to do for them, are more than likely going to share and enjoy, telling other people about you. So that's kind of a good way to do it. Now, you can do, test that there. Now, you can also then test it a little bit later. So you followed up with them. Hey, how's the product going? And that could be a week or two later. You don't want to leave it too long. Hey, and then you can just, hey, by the way, I just thought I'd ask you, like I do all my clients, would you be open to maybe sharing us with a few other people that you know and, go into that sequence, right? And I'll talk about that, what to say in a later episode, right? So you have to try it on. Now, you can also do it in the beginning of the sales process. So to say, hey, just as part of what we do, part of you coming on board with this is also, if you're happy with what we do, and only if you're happy with what we do, if you could then pass on some people, this is how we do our marketing, right? Rather than spending, thousands on advertising, we ask people to help us out through referrals, and we can get, more bang for buck through that, and also we get to spend more time with the people that you're recommending as well. Service is really critical, right? So you can position in different ways. However, I like to say is once you've delivered, then that's a really good way, to connect, with that client and ask them for a referral. Sound good? Okay, if you need help with sales, we can show you how to get this done. Our clients are experts at what they do in sales because we've worked with them. Sales is just a game, and you need to learn how to play that game to be successful with it, right? And gone are the days where you're clubbing people over the head or any of that stuff. It's just a fun operation if you do it really well. Okay, I'm Nick. Remember, the only way is up.